recording. Not live, but recording. It's just recording, and we'll post it later. What's that?
You want this, right? Filled out?
Yeah, if you don't mind, then we can add it later.
That's fine. Usually you get used to streaming me doing trick shots, not doing this stuff. I don't know if you know who I am.
No, no.
Jason Lynch, Michigan kid.
Okay,
Shooting professional trick shots.
Okay.
Yeah, I play a little bit of pool. I try.
Yeah. I'm just getting back into it. I kind of took like an 8-year break, and
yeah, a lot of people have with everything going on. So.
Thank you. Paper disappeared. Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, Steve?
Well, yeah, my mom was confused. I go by Steve.
Okay.
That's what I put on there.
Okay. Alrighty, folks, how we doing out there? This is John broadcasting for you. We've got an 8-ball singles gold match. Race to 5 between, we're going to say Steve Gertonson. I got Robert on the screen, but he told me he goes by Steve. So we'll change that up for her. And Curtis Yamada. Steve is a 546 Fargo. Curtis is 589. And it's a race to 5. And they're going to flip for the break. Welcome all our viewers. We are at the CSI BCA World Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Resort. Looks like Curtis won the flip, so he'll be starting off the break. All right, folks, here we go. Got Curtis at the table breaking. Curtis plays with the South Bay 8-Ball League in Torrance, California, and Mr. Lucky's Pool Room in Torrance. He's using a Pruitt Q, it looks like. His goal is to retire by the end of the year and continue to better his game. And he wants to give a shout out to his wife, Chris, and his Monday League team. Wish you luck, Curtis. And he moved everything to the left side of our table here. Looks like he dropped a stripe. And it's open after the break, so we'll see what he decides to take. Looks like he's going to shoot for the 12 ball. Or no, it was 11 ball over in the side. Now he'll have a shot on the 12 down here in this corner. Looks like he's going to back cut the 9 ball into the side pocket. Nice shot. Cleared that 2 out of his way. Still got a little trouble there on that 14 and 15 though. Not for sure how he'll get shape on this after. He can make the 12 now, but I think he might be thinking about a defensive shot. If he hits that 15 and just leaves a cue ball there behind it, the 14, it'd be a pretty good defensive shot. See what he decides to do. Again, this is Curtis at the table. Nice shot. Nice shot. He did leave him an option there on the 6 ball on the side. But he got his balls broke apart to where they're makeable now. So we got Steve coming to the table. Steve's nickname is Gertie, and his home league is Pocatello 8-Ball Pool League. He uses the McDermott cue, and his goals are not to have another heart attack. We wish you luck on that, Steve. And he wants to get out a shout out to John Baltazar. And good luck to you, Steve, and all your fans. Let's see if he can put this 6-ball in the side pocket. He can make this first shot here. Nice shot, Steve. He's got a runnable table here. It looks like the 5-4 combo would work even inside. Might be what he's going for now. And he put it in there. He got it in there really nice. Left him a few options here on which way to go. We could take the 7 first or the 1 first. He's going to have to get on this lower side of the 5-ball eventually because it won't go down here in our left corner. See how he decides to take the route. Gonna take the 7 first, and he might be, just slow rolling it to off the rail so he can get the 3 on the side and maybe get on the top side of the 5 to bring it down here in this lower right corner. Let's see if that's his game plan. Both these guys being in the higher 500 in Fargo. They're pretty good shooters. They know what they're doing. Plus to be in this gold division. Looks like he's queuing low. Yeah, he kind of just pulled it back for the 1 or the 2. He's got his options now. I like saving the 2 because if he can make this 1 first, then he can get shape on that 5, on the bottom side of this 5 off of the 2. So we'll see the route he decides to take. Boy, he's going to go with the 2 first. He could come off the rail and over here for the 5, so maybe that's what he's thinking. That's probably the better option. Now that I look at it, that leaves him up there for the 8. That's a good choice there, Steve. That's why he's a 546 and I'm a 509. Should be able to just hold the cue ball here. Off the rail for the 1. This should be a simple stop. No.
Huh?
No.
He's getting ready to start that now. I'll just hit it. There we go.
I got one of them's info, though, right there on the keyboard.
Right before you guys start, just wave at the camera. Just here's what I'm doing. I'm recording it now, and I'll go back. All right, man. Thanks. Whenever you guys want to start, but just wave at it right before you start.
Wave at me.
He's going to wave at the camera. Okay.
So when he waves at the camera, do I need to turn it on?
I just turned it on.
Oh, when he waves, it activates it or something?
No, I just turned it on. That way we know they're getting ready to start.
Oh, okay. So we had a little, you heard I was talking about our other recording. We're live streaming on one camera and recording on the other. So we had to get that straightened out. But Steve went up one game. And he gets the break on this one. Okay, looks like Steve's going to be shooting a second ball break. Fairly decent separation, but I didn't see anything fall. So it should bring Curtis to the table. And Curtis is walking around getting the game plan down. I kind of think I like the stripes here. And that looks like what he's going to go with. Starting with the 15 ball. Nope, and he rattled it in the pocket. That's the thing about these diamonds. Boy, you got to hit it dead center. So now I put Steve back at the table. And I have a feeling he'll be looking at the stripes also. They seem to be better set up. Only trouble ball is the 9 next to the 8 there. I want to welcome all our viewers that are tuning in. Be sure and check out the Bad Boy Shopping Network and OBQs. And of course, all our tables here at this event are Diamond Billiard Products tables. And CSI is the main contributor and executive producer of this event is Ozzie Reynolds. Boy, he got a little bump on that 5. That was nice. Because now I think his 13 ball will go. And he should be able to get natural shape on this either 14-10 combo. Or he could draw back in and get his 9 out of there right now with a little bump on the 8. See what he decides here. That's what he did, and he got his bump. And it looks like the 9 will go past the 2 in our top right corner. And we should just be able to hold the ball there for the 10. So let's see what he does here. Maybe the 9 doesn't go past the 2. It looks like it does. Boy, it is very close. I just stuck my head around the monitor and looked at the table live, and it is very close. He just needs to hold this cue ball. He doesn't want it to roll up past this. Oh, he decided to cut it. That was actually a smart shot. Now, if he can just get to her. Boy, look at that speed. You want to talk about perfect ball speed. Looks like he's going to have a shot on the 14-10 combo. I mean, that was a very small window to get into, and I think he got it. We'll see. He's looking like maybe he didn't. I think he got right in that window. That was great ball control there. And he pulled it back just perfect. And he's got a little bit of an angle on this 14 to where he might be able to come off this right rail, back out to the left side of the table, and have an opportunity to cut that 10 ball. He chose to play a safety. So he's going to see if Curtis can do some work for him and get that 10 into a better position. But you know, Curtis's balls are all out there in the open, so this is definitely a rack that he could run. I mean, the 3 ball is a problem on that rail. But he's going to try for the 4. And that was almost a safety play, I think. Not sure if he left him to where he can see that 10 ball enough to make it, or if he's just going to be able to make a hit on it. We'll see. I think he's shooting for a safety. And I apologize, it's 12 ball. It's hard to see the colors when the stripes aren't facing right at us. So he's giving Curtis opportunities here. The only trouble ball he has is that 3 ball over on our right rail. It won't go down here in this corner, so he's going to have to get on this end of it. But, and he missed that too. Might have got a bump over there. Well, he could try banking this into the side pocket. But kind of from what I've seen of Steve, he will probably play a defensive shot here. Just, you know, going off what I've seen him do previously. Let's see what he decides. He's sure lining it up. Lining it up like he'd like to bank it and make this. Boy, he almost made it off of that 7 or 2 ball. Boy, now if Curtis can get on a roll and make some balls, he's got a very runnable table here. He can start with this 5 ball if he likes. natural roll would get him up table for the other balls up there. He'd really like to run this rack out and even the match up at 1-1. Pockets that. Got a nice little, well, he got right on that 2, so he's going to have to come over on this side for the 1 first, but no problems. He can just make this 1, come off the rail, and leave himself an opportunity for the 4 or the 2. He's going to go with the 4 first. Should be able to just pull that over for the 7. And if he got the right angle, I think that 6 ball will go in the side. So if he plays a 7, 2, 6, 3, 8, that's the route I'm thinking he's going to take. But nope, I think he might do something a little different. He might have to take the 6 here, because otherwise you're shooting over that 6 ball to shoot the 2. And no matter how good you are, shooting over a ball does affect your accuracy. So yeah, he's just going to soft roll that in. And he should take the 2. Just come off that top rail, back down for the 3. And a little stop shot, maybe just a little reverse draw off the rail. And have the 8 in the left corner. There we go, perfect. Nice little cut shot. Should put Curtis on the board. And he pockets it to go 1-1 now. It looks like we might have a match here, folks. I do believe, yep, Curtis will be coming back to the table for the break. And he pocketed the 8 ball, which is not a win. That ball will be spotted. So in this division, or the BCA rules, you get the option of a re-rack or spot the ball and continue shooting. So they decided to go with a re-rack. Since the balls didn't separate very well, probably a good choice. That's twice that Curtis has broke and sent everything to our left side of our table. And he did it again. He moved most of his balls to the left side of the table. Looks like he dropped a couple of stripes. And he's deciding which group to take now. Looks like the stripes are the best option here. I don't really see any trouble balls. He's got the 11-10 combo into the side. But he should be able to start here with the 9. And then I'm assuming he'll come over for the 13 into this left corner. Double checking to see if his 10 ball goes up in the corner past the 1, which I believe it does. He's going to bring the 13 over here. It looks like he's shooting high English. Maybe he's not going to go for that 10. Oh, nice shot. Oh, I think he went a little further than he wanted to, though. We'll see. I mean, he's got the 10. He's got his duck sitting in that pocket. But I think he wanted to use the 11. That's actually not the 10. I think that's the 14 sitting in the pocket in the left side. So I think that's what he's going to go for now. Let's see what he does with the cue. Boy, I'm not sure what he was thinking there. We'll see how he plays this. He kind of put himself in a sticky situation here. Let's see what he decides to do. I'm thinking he might need to play a safety here. I don't think he's got a window to see that 10 ball between the 11 and 3. So, yeah. That's the 15 ball he's looking at. Not sure if he's thinking safety or trying to make that in the top right corner. I mean, it's a makeable shot in that top right corner. I mean, it's almost a back cut. Let's see what he decides to do. He's going to cut this 11 ball into the corner. Beautiful shot. Oh, got a bad roll with cue ball and scratched. That'll bring Steve to the table with ball in hand. So, appreciate everybody viewing out there. You're watching the CSI BCA World Championships from Las Vegas, Nevada at the Rio Hotel and Casino. So Steve comes to the table with ball in hand. Got to take the 2 ball first. And he drew back on it. Now he's got the option of the 7 or the 3. Looks like he's going to go with the 7 first, where he's standing. His only trouble ball is that 5 tied up with the 15. Let's see how he chooses to get around on that. Got nice shape there for the 4. Like I say, he's got plenty of options here. He can go with the 4. Come back to the 3 and maybe use that to get the breakout on the 15 and 5. Looks like he's going with the 4 and then the 3. Oh, and he rattled it in the pocket. Curtis is very happy to see that. Comes to the table with 2 object balls left in the 8. And a pretty good chance to run out and go up 2-1. Looks like he's deciding which route to go. I like going with the 15 first and coming back down here for the 10. If he can just get the cue ball out there in the middle of the table on that 10, he could get shape on the 8. Looks like he's going to go with the 10 first and maybe try and draw it back. No, he's looking to where he wants to put the cue after making this 15. So let's see if he can get that ball speed correct. Let's say he just wants to come back to a little left of the middle of the table. Nice, very nice. Got just about where he wanted to. Now with this shot, he can either draw back and have the 8 in our lower left corner. I mean, that to me is the best option. You just got to watch drawing that back into that left side. Definitely don't want to scratch. Give Steve ball in hand. Looks like he's shooting high, though, so he's going to try and follow it around. See how this works out. And see what happens there when you try and stroke a ball. It affects your accuracy. And you have to hit it hard. So he gives Steve another chance at the table here. Let's see what Steve can do. I don't think the 5 goes past the 6. So he might have to go with the 1 first. Or he's going to try a combination, I believe. This isn't a bad idea because where that 10 ball's located, if he misses this, he's not going to leave Curtis a good shot on that 10 ball. See, I mean, Curtis does have an opportunity for a bank, but he would have to shorten it up so much. I don't see that happening. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that was a good choice by Steve. He's got that pocket block now. He's got a duck sitting there. Curtis don't have too many options here. He's got a bank shot, very difficult run down the rail shot. I don't see him trying to run it down the rail to this corner. So he's definitely probably going to bank it or try and play some sort of defense, which with where the balls are located, I don't really see a good defensive shot. That's one nice thing about putting a duck in the pocket. Guy tries to play defense on you. You can pretty much hit that duck from anywhere on the table. Let's see what Steve tries to do here. Or actually Curtis, I'm sorry. Not sure if you can hear the clapping in the background. We got the pro event going on, and it happens to be the finals for the Diamond Open. And the finals started at 7:30 our time. And I can't really see who's playing in it. I know that SVB got beat out in a shootout today on the pro side. Back to our match. Steven's got a shot here on the... I think he's going to try another combo into the 6. And I mean, since you got a duck sitting there, oh, is this a triple combo? Yep, he's gonna try the triple combo, which, and he was able to pull it off. But I don't think he got the leave he wanted. He's gonna have to back cut that 5-ball. I think it's a makeable shot. Maybe not. Boy, if he does, he's going to have to send that cue ball running. I think is he going to play a safety? Boy, a great safety would be if he could just, oh yeah, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. He's really got Curtis hooked here. He's got an opportunity to kick at this. He can go to our right rail and come back and kick at it, but I don't see anywhere that ball could be made. Let's see which route he goes. Let's go. I choose going to the right rail and back, shorter distance. I don't think you want to come down here to the bottom rail. Chance of hitting a 5 first, fouling. He should be able to kick off this. You know, the one might be in the way, though. Now that I look at it. He is calling for a safe. So he's just going to bring it over here to this right rail. Put a lot of right spin on it. Oh, no. And how could it miss that 10 ball and hit the 5 first? My goodness. Didn't get a roll there. So that worked out for Steve. Let's see which ball he decides to start with first. You know, the way these balls are laying, I almost think he needs to end with the 1 ball to have a good shot on the 8. So maybe 3, 5, 1, and then shoot the 8. Let's see what people out there think. If you happen to be watching the stream, you can be sure and comment. Looks like we got a fan of Pokey Steve out there from Tanner Hernandez. Says, let's go. Thanks for tuning in, Tanner. So he left himself kind of an angle on this 1 ball. So I think he's going to have to try and come off the rail. I mean, if he tries to hold it, I think it's easier to just go natural. Let that cue ball float up to the top of the table. See how he decides. Yep, that's what he decided, but he didn't make the ball. So he got his leave, but got to make that object ball. Now Curtis has got a shot on the 10. Should just be able to roll the ball naturally forward. Have the 8 in the corner sitting right where the cue ball is. Actually, it looks like he might be cutting it over into the side. See what he decides. Decides to roll it down and pockets it. Left himself on the rail, but a very makeable shot here for the 8 in the corner. And this would put Curtis up 2-1 if he can drop this shot. And he does so. Curtis goes up 2-1, folks. And I believe it's Steve's a break. Yep, Steve's coming to the table. Oh, we'll be right back when he racks them. Steve uses the second ball break, breaking from the side and hitting the second ball. Got nice separation there. And it looks like he dropped a solid. Yeah, he dropped a solid. But to me, the stripes look set up better. So it looks like that's a route he's going also. Should be able to pull this ball up table. Boy, he didn't get up as far as he'd like to. I don't think he wanted to bump that forward. So he's going to have to cut that now. Huh? I can't.
iPhone charger?
No. Yeah, he was able to cut that in. Got a good roll with the 10 ball. I did put his 9 ball up there, being blocked by the 2. So that's going to be a problem. I don't think the 14 goes past him in that corner. So let's see how he decides to get around and handle that. I pulled that ball back. Oh, he didn't get back far enough. I think he wanted to pull that back a little further to where he could put that 14 ball in the same pocket, or the 11 in the same pocket. So I'm not sure if he'll try a bank here, or let's maybe play a safety. I think he's going to go with the safety. Just going to push that ball over to the rail. Lay the cue ball down here. And I mean, he's leaving Curtis a shot there, but that's probably not the bad, but you know, the worst idea there. Because he's still got that 9 ball problem up table. And maybe you can let your opponent do some of the work for you. Looks like he's looking at the 4 ball for the side pocket, or maybe the 7. I think he's going for the 7. He missed it, and he's going to knock out the 9. Boy, he just cleared the 9 for Steve. So like I said earlier, Steve let him do some of his work for him. So all of Steve's balls are clear now. I'm not for sure if the 8 will go past the 1 into that left corner up there. So he might have to deal with that. But let's see his path he takes to clear off his object balls. Looks like he'll be shooting a 9 now. And should be able to just hold that there for the 14 in the side, or the 11 back down here in the corner. I want to give a shout out to Diamond Billiard Products for supplying all the tables for this event. Badboys for the delivery and setup. And Ozzie Reynolds with CSI, who's the executive producer of this event. We're here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Rio Hotel Resort and Casino for the BCA World Championships. We have players from Jamaica, Kuwait, seen quite a few Canadians. The entries were in between 5,000 and 6,000 is the number I heard. One of the biggest events. So he wasn't able to pocket that 14, so that's going to bring Curtis to the table with another chance. Let's see if he takes advantage of that. Boy, he used nice ball speed on there. I think the one might go past the 2, but if he does, he's going to bump into that 5. We might be able to get past it. See what he decides to do. Looks like he's going to go for the 1 into the corner. Oh, and he bumped that 2. That's going to be bring Steve. Can he go around? It's going to bring Steve back to the table. Looks like he's going to take this 14 ball first. He's going to try and drift over to the right side of the table. Oh. He got where he wanted to with the cue ball, but didn't pocket the ball. So we're going to give Curtis another opportunity at the table. He's got the 2-1 combo, or he can take the 3 first. Neither one of these guys have really gotten in a groove yet. A lot of times when you're playing in this division and, you know, get closer into the rounds and being on the TV table, of course it's 8:30 p.m. here tonight. They've probably been here since 8 or 9 this morning. Played 2 or 3 matches. Long day. Definitely can affect your game. So he put himself in a position here where he's going to have to try a 3-ball combo. Or he could try... Yeah, the 5's not in position to back cut. It's too dangerous of a shot. So he's going to have to try a 3-ball combo. I think I almost like maybe kicking off the right rail and making contact with the 2 instead of trying a 3-ball combo. Simply play a safety and leave that ball up there somewhere behind the 8. But no, he's going to try for this combo. And boy, look at the roll he got. He got a perfect roll for a safety. Looks like he's got Steve hooked pretty good here. I think Steve can come to this bottom rail and make contact with this 11 ball or 15 ball. But I really don't think it's a makeable shot. He's ironing it up using his version of a diamond system. Measure where to make contact with this bottom rail. See how this works out. Should be able to get a good hit on it. I hope he rolled it soft, which is a good idea. Nice hit. Got the hit. Left his opponent blocking the to where he can't get to that 1 and 2. Looks like he's going to maybe use the 5 ball. Not sure if he'll back cut the 5 or try to carry him off of it with the cue ball. Let's see what he decides. He tried to back cut it. Didn't get enough on it, and he's going to leave Steve with a very runnable table here. Should be able to make this ball down in the corner. He's going to hold that cue ball. I like to decide to push it up. There's still a makeable shot here. Run this ball down the right rail into the corner and have a shot on the 8. Isn't the easiest shot, but it is makeable. Looks like he's kind of looking back. Oh, he's going to bank it. Some guys have more faith in their bank shot than they do their cuts, so we'll see how this works out. Oh, he put it right in the hole and got a little kick off the 7. So he does have a shot on this 8 ball to run it down in this left lower corner. See if that's the option he takes. He might be looking at banking the 8 ball also. I think he's going to cut it down here in this left corner. And what a nice shot. What a nice shot for Steve. So that evens the match up at 2-2. And we got Curtis breaking. Kind of a heck of a match going on here, folks. Tied up 2-2 in a race to 5. Been pretty even shooting so far. I've noticed Curtis break. All the balls usually go to this left side of the table. I think Curtis just chose to play a kind of a safety, not leaving Steve, or no, that was Steve, I'm sorry, leaving Curtis not much to shoot at. I mean, he's got the 5. They can take over here on the side. Looks like he's going to take the 5 and take the solids. Oh, and he really forced that in there. Nice shot, Curtis. It looks like that 7 ball will go in the side pocket over here on the left. So the really only trouble ball he's got is a 2. But he could get shape on that off of the 7. So yeah, if he comes down here for the 4, then I'm thinking the 6 up in the corner and hold the cue ball right there. He could get that 7 in. He's looking at to see the window he needs to be for that 7. I think 4, 6, 1, 7, 2, 8. But what do I know? I'm sitting here behind the screen. These guys are out here playing. He's going to take the 1 first. Pockets it. So now I think he'll go for the 4. So he just kind of bounced that up. Looks like he was trying to get over there for the 7 now. I think he'll be able to. Is he going to play a safety? This might be a safety play. And I don't see really how that helped him. I mean, he didn't leave his opponent a good shot, but he didn't do anything with his 2 ball to really help him out to where he can run out. So let's see what Steve decides to do with this. I don't see a ball that's really that makeable. We got this big cluster here on this left side of the table. I'm wondering if he's thinking about running into this 11 and kicking off of it to make that 12 ball in the side pocket. Still hadn't decided what he wanted to do here. So, folks, we got a really good match going on. 2-2 and a race to 5. That's not a bad shot. Like I say, he got his balls out of there, but he did leave Curtis a shot on this 6. But Curtis has still got this 2 ball down here to worry about, since he didn't do nothing with it his last attempt. So let's see how he plays this. I don't know if he can come off of this 6 and get a breakout on the 2-9. I mean, that'll be a fabulous shot if that's the way he plays it. He's shooting to make this, I'm almost guessing. He's going to make this and try and come off of it. Again, he's left Steve down here behind these balls. So, Steve doesn't have a real good shot. He can cut the 10 to the right side. I don't think the 10 goes up in the corner past the 14. He definitely wants to leave that 9 ball there. Curtis is having trouble with what to do with that. He is going to try and cut this 10 ball to the right side. That's what he called. And he didn't make it, and he's left, Curtis some shots here, but he's still got issues with this 2 ball on how to get to it. If he can make this 7 and get good enough angle on the 6, he could maybe come off that 6 ball over here and break up the 2-9. Or is he going to try and do it now with a little, left? Oh, look at that. He came so close to getting it. That was a good try. That was a good try, Curtis. Curtis has been really good about putting Steve back there. He's trying to make Steve do the work for him on breaking that 2-9 out. So, right now, unless he kicks at a ball, he's going to have to take a swing at that 9. And that's what Curtis has been hoping, to get that 2 9 separated. And he's been trying to make Steve do it for him. So I almost like trying to kick it a ball. I mean, you definitely don't want to move that 9 or the 15. Because that's making it really tough on Curtis to get to that 2. But I think he's in a situation here where he's gonna go for it. I mean, he's aiming up like the 9 will go past up in that corner, so we'll see. That's where he's calling it. If I was Curtis, I might call a referee over for this, but no, it looks like he's going to be able to hit it clean. Boy, like I said, he just opened that up. I mean, Curtis should be able to make this 7 and have a shot on the 2. He might go for the 2 first. I mean, the easier shape on the 8 ball is going for the 2 first, but that's if you make it. All right, he's going to go ahead and go for the 7. Let's see if he just chose to come off the rail. Not a bad idea. Yep. So now he can make this and come off the rail and have the 8 up in that corner. Yep, kind of pointing out about where he wants to leave the cue, but anywhere over here on this right side of the table. And he's got a makeable shot on the 8. Just needs to run this 2 ball down the rail. Control his cue ball speed anywhere on the right side of the table. Definitely doesn't want to come back across here to the left side. Perfect shot. Perfect shot. Calling it up in the upper left corner. And I mean, that was a long game, but pretty well played by Curtis. Nice to go up 3-2. Folks, we got a good match going on here. That was a very well played game by Curtis. He kept putting Steve where he needed to have Steve do his work for him. So, and I believe it'll be Steve's break. Yep, Steve's coming to the table. Oh, I'll be right back with you when he's ready to rock and roll. All right, folks, we got Steve breaking. Curtis is up 3-2. Got some fairly good separation there, but nothing fell. So that'll bring Curtis to the table. And let's see what looks good here. think I'm kind of liking the stripes. We got the 15 and the 5 tied up, but all the other stripes are makeable balls. And the 15, if you get right shape on it, will go in this lower right corner. I think that's what he's looking at now. Can I make that 15? So it looks like he's going to maybe take stripes by taking the 14 first over here. He's shooting us at 1 ball. Oh, he took the 14 and got his breakout. Oh. Not for sure if he tied up that 5 and 11. I think it'll go. After making this 15, he should be able to make that 11 and still leave himself a shot. I think he'll be going for this 11 now. They called the referee over to watch this to make sure he hits. Or no, he just has to call the opponent. They're not calling the referee. So yeah, that was a good hit. Looks like he's going to be going for the 10 ball. And I'm not for sure if he meant to do that. It kind of looked like he didn't really intend to make it. But he's going to give Steve a chance at the table, which the only trouble ball I see for Steve is the 7. And I mean, the 2 can go on this side off of the 13. Or maybe it can go directly. No, it would have to be out to 13. Because he's got the top corner blocked. Nice shot, Steve. Got rid of that trouble ball right off the bat with a bank shot. Nice shot. He's still got the 7 ball over here on the left rail. He tried to get over there for it just now, I believe. Didn't get over as far as he would like to. But you can make this one in the side pocket. You should be able to roll up and get shape on the 6, or are you going to try and hold it down here? No, he rolled up. So now he's going to probably have to cut this 6 up the rail. Nice shot, nice shot. We can get back out to where you can see that 5 ball. Yep. So we've got a cluster over here on the left. I mean, not necessarily a cluster, but let's see how he chooses to play this to where he can get shape. Oh, he's choosing to bank the 7. Steve has no problem trying bank shots. I mean, he's got a shot on this 5. But, yeah, if he can put this in hole, this is a smart play. He's got confidence in his bank. And he does. Oh, that was so close. Good try, Steve. He left Curtis way up table. I mean, he does have the 13 in the side. But that 10 is sitting too far deep against the pocket to make in that top corner. So Curtis's only option is to shoot the 13 and make it in the side. But he could play a defense here. If he just rolls that cue ball up against that 10 and leaves it up table up there, Steve would be hooked. See what he decides to do. Looks like he's going to go for the 13. He does put it in there. Sends the 8 ball running. Made one of Steve's balls, too. I think he left himself a shot on the 10 here. I didn't even notice it. Not sure where he called this at. Just playing a little safety and rolled it into the pocket. So that's going to bring Steve to the table with ball in hand. Yeah, Steve's going to have ball in hand. Just got 2 in the 8. 2 object balls in the 8. So let's see how he decides to play those. Gonna take the 7 first. Got himself a good angle on the 5. Should be able to pocket this 5. Just roll the ball up from the bottom to the left rail and have the 8 in the lower right corner. Yep. Very nice. Very nice, Steve. And he pockets it to even this match up, 3-3. Very good match going here, folks. Got a race to 5, and it's 3-3. And Curtis will be coming table to rack and break. Be right back with you as soon as that happens. All right, here comes Curtis to the table to break him. I didn't see anything fall, so he got a dry break. Leave Steve an open table. Got a couple balls tied up there in the middle. Looks like the 5 and the 14. He chose to take stripes. Gonna take the 9 ball inside here and draw it back, try to get a break out. And he was able to do it. Nice shot, Steve. Nice, got a little bump there. don't think he got a good enough separation from that 5 to make his 13, so he might have put himself in a little trouble here. Gonna have to try and cut this 15 inside. He wanted to get a little separation from that 5 ball, but didn't get enough. Boy, that was a nice touch. Oh, and it just sat on the, just sat there on the edge. That'll bring Curtis back to the table. Curtis got a couple of options here. He's got a clean shot on the 2 ball up in the top left corner. That's probably his best shot. Or the 6 ball in the top right corner. Looks like he's going to go for the 6 in the top right corner. And he should be able to bump that 10 ball off of this. Get some separation there and have a shot either on this 4 ball or the 3 ball. Pocketed it. And yeah, he come around without bumping it, so now he left himself a few options here. He can go with the 3 ball first and the 4-2. He might be able to, after making the 3 ball, get a shot on the 7 in this lower right corner. See how that plays. He's going to go with the 4 ball first. He tried to get back over here on this side of the 7 to make it maybe the corner, the left corner, or is he going for the 3 ball? So he took care of that 7 very nicely. Left himself good shape on the 3 to follow in. Boy, you got to hit that dead center, and he hit it just a little left of center. But he's got that pocket blocked now. But Steve does have a runnable table here. And the 13 and 5 are tied up a little bit. Not sure if he's got enough room to cut that 13 into this lower left corner. 5 might be blocking that shot. I think it is. So how's he going to get a breakout on that? Or get to the other side of it? Both these guys are, methodical players. They're really walking the table, thinking about how they want to approach this. I think if he... I'm not for sure if that 13 will go in either one of the corners. So it looks like he's going to use the 12. He's going to try and come off this 12 and rail and get a kick on the 5 out of his way. I mean, this isn't pretty anywhere for him because the 8 ball is going to have to be a bank shot. No matter where he gets on the 13. He misses the bump on the 13. So the 13 will go in the side or up in the corner. But I'm not for sure what that'll do for him on his 8 ball. There's not very many safety options here either. I mean, he could skim that 13 and put the cue ball up table. Maybe on the left side behind the 2. Boy, he's going to try and back cut that. He's definitely going to have to send the cue ball running to do this. Now he's looking at it in the side. He cut that pretty thin. But, leaving Curtis up there, I think he can see that 3 ball. If he couldn't, if it was a little more to the left side of the table, he wouldn't be able to see that 3 ball. And his only option would be bank shots. I mean, he could try banking the 1 into the 3 right here. But I don't like that because that 8 is in a bad spot for Steve. And you want to leave that there. Very good idea. Boy, he's got a good hook on him there. I mean, very good shot, Curtis. I mean, Steve's got almost an impossible kick at this. I mean, he could put some English and go rail first to the right of the 1. I just don't know if there's enough room for it to come over for this 13, though. That was a very good safety shot by Curtis. Looks like he's calling it in this lower right corner. So he's going for the kick shot. Thinks he can get around that 1 and kick at it. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, beautiful attempt. That was a great shot. Great shot. Great try, Steve. I mean, he left Curtis with the shot, but that was, he didn't give him ball in hand. So that was a plus there. Pretty good accuracy on that kick shot. So So it looks like Curtis is going to go for the combination on the 5-3. And he got a little bump on the 8. Looks like the 5 ball will still go. So he should be able to go for the 2 here. Or the 1. He can go from either side first. Just kind of a drawback. Now he can go for the 1 or the 5. Looks like he's going to go for the 1 first. Looking to see where he wants to get positioned on that 5. Nice shot. Now just a top roll up after making the 5, and you got the 8 in the top left corner. Nice. Curtis shooting the 8 to go up 4-3. And he puts it in the hole. So yeah, we got 4-3. We got a heck of a match going on here, folks. Very close match. And I think it's Steve coming to the table to break. So we got Curtis up 4-3 and a race to 5. They went really back and forth here, so let's see if Steve can make this a hill match. He's got the break. We're live in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Rio Hotel and Resort Casino at the CSI BCA World Championships. That's up to you. I gotta go. Okay. Steve just come and asked me if he could take a bathroom break. I'm going to leave the stream going, but they're going to take a bathroom break, so we'll be back with you shortly. Alright, folks, I'm back with you. I decided to join Steve and take a little break myself. Got a good match going on here. Curtis is on the hill at 4. Steve is a 3 on a race to 5. We're watching the single 8-ball gold division. And I believe this might be the senior gold division. We're in the 4th round of the winner's bracket. I want to give a shout out to Diamond Billiard Products for bringing in all the tables, supplying all the tables. And a shout out to us at Badboys for the setup of the tables and lights. We're here at the Rio Hotel Resort Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada for the BCA World Championships. About 6,000 entries. Today's been a very busy day. We've been using about 280 tables. And Steve's back from his break. Or back from his, break and to break. So here we go, folks. It's a critical game here. Steve's got to win this one to stay in it. Got some good separation, but nothing fell for him. But he did get a good lead with the cue ball. He didn't leave Curtis much there. He might be able to take that 11 ball into the side pocket. That's about the only good shot I see, or makeable shot I see. No, I don't even think it'll go past that 4 into the side. It's hard to tell. Sean, I just saw your comment there. Table 2 has 2 women playing on it right now. We're recording that one and we'll post it later. But I don't see Warren. He might be waiting for this women's match to end and then plays on table 2. I don't have access to see who's next. Curtis chose to leave Steve back on this end of the table. So Sean, like I said, I've got 2 women playing on table 1. If we're actually on table 2 with this stream, so Sean might be waiting on this match to end. This match has run a little over. It was supposed to end at 9. So Sean might be the next match up. I do see a couple gentlemen sitting here waiting, so I bet that's them. So Steve chose to take stripes. All of Steve's balls look makeable here. I think he's going to try and push through this and get the 4 out of his way, maybe. Yeah. Oh, and he missed the shot. But you know, he got a good roll. He didn't leave Curtis with much. He can back cut this 7 into the corner up there. he's going to try and back cut this 3-ball. So he left it hanging in the pocket. So Steve's got a shot on the 14. It'll go past that 1. Sean, I got somebody checking to see if Warren is the one sitting over here waiting. So I'll have an answer for you shortly. I had somebody run and check, and they're going to wave at me with a thumbs up if those are the two. Like I say, if Curtis can win this one, this match will be over. If not, we got 2 more games. Right now, Steve's looking at making this ball up in the top left corner. So I'm not sure how he'll get shaped down here on these other 2. Let's see how he does. See, both these guys are pretty good Fargos. I mean, he could put a little low right on it and pull it back off this right rail back down here.
They were reassigned. They asked to be reassigned. They didn't want to wait.
Okay. So he made that, and he's got a shot on the 10 ball. I believe, from what I was told, Sean, Warren has been reassigned to a table that's not being streamed. They didn't want to wait this one out, so they're being reassigned to a different table. Steve was able to make the 10, but he didn't leave himself a good shot. I mean, he's got the opportunity to kick at the 13 over into the right side, or maybe bank this 11 to the top right corner. I think that's what he's looking at. Trying to use his measuring system to see where exactly to hit this. Yep, that's what he's going to call. So yeah, I just got the thumbs up, Sean, that Warren has been reassigned to a different table. He didn't want to wait for this one to end. These guys have been a little bit slow playing, and we're running about 30 minutes behind on this table. He didn't make the shot, but boy, he got a good leave out of it. He tied up the 4 and 5 for Curtis. I don't think he'll be able to make that 5-4 combo into this corner. He would have to hit the rail first. But he does have a shot on the 7 here. But, boy, that doesn't leave him any ball to use to break out that 5 and 4. So, and he's deep in the pocket, so I don't think he can hit the 5 and 4 now to play a safety and leave Steve behind there. So I think he's going to go for the 7 in the side. And he'll probably clear a couple balls. Oh, he missed it. But he's going to get a good roll, I think. So So Steve can cut this ball into the top right corner, the 11. But boy, he's got to figure out a way to get back over here for the 13. It looks like he's he's going to try and bank the 13 now. This will be a great shot if he makes this. It could be a shot to put him. Look at that roll. Oh my goodness, that was such an excellent try. Gosh, Steve, I wish that would have dropped for you. Like I say, Curtis still has a problem with this 5 and 4, and he doesn't really have a ball to use to break him out. I don't think he can get there. Oh, he might be able to right here. If he cuts that 2 into the side with a lot of right English off this bottom rail, it would kick over and break those out. I think that's what he's going to try. This will be a great shot if he gets this breakout. I see him making the ball, but let's see if he gets the break. And he did. Nice. Nice. And he got hooked behind this 4, but he can make it up here in this left corner. He needs to come over to this right rail and back. If he can get to this left side of the table off this, he can make the 1 and 5 in that top right corner and maybe get out and take the match. I think this will be a key shot in the match here. Boy, if Steve could have made that. I mean, we're at the point now, it's been a long match, but I would have liked to have seen it gone hill. It's been a really good match. And we have an opportunity here for Steve. He's coming to the table. I think he can see the 11 right now, but he has the option of taking the 13 or the 11 first. I like taking the 11 first if he can see it. And that way when you make the 13, you can get anywhere down here on this bottom end of the table and cut that 8 into the left corner. You know, if you take the 13 first and don't get over to this left side of the table for that 11, it's going to leave you a tough shot on the 8. But it looks like that's the way he's going to go. He needs to hit this right rail first, I believe. Come off the rail, pocket the ball, and come to the left side of the table. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Well, his ball speed was off. See, he got right where I thought he shouldn't. I mean, it's going to be really hard because he's going to bump that 1 now. And I think he's going to bump the 1 and 5 over there into his 8. I don't see him. I mean, there's a possibility he could get past that 1 and go to the top rail and try and come back between the 7 and 4, or even get behind the 7 and bring that 8 down to this lower left corner. Let's just see how he decides to play it. We're at another critical shot here. Steve really needs this to go hill. Boy, he's thinking about what he wants to do. He knows this is critical. Because if he breaks up that 5 and 4, that gives Curtis an opportunity to get out. Oh, he's going to decide to bank it. So his intentions here, I think, will be to draw the cue ball back to where he has a shot on the 8. And Steve's been pretty good with his banks. I mean, he's had some banks that were... Oh, and he pocketed it, but he did not get the draw back enough. I don't believe he did. If he can see past that 4, we're going to go hill, folks. It is really close. I can't tell if he can see it. The way he's walking around the table and checking it, yep, I don't think he can see it, so he's going to have to try kicking at it. God, if he could have just drawed that back a little more, we would be at hill. Oh, I think Steve's going to break out a jump stick. Yep. This will be a great shot if he makes this to put it hill. I'm rooting for him. I really want to see this match go hill. There we go, folks. Just got to get over the edge of that 4 ball. Oh, he did, but he rolled the cue off. But so that's going to give Curtis ball in hand. So Curtis will be able to make this 1 and break this 5 and pour out. He just gotta, hopefully not roll him into that 7 and tie him up again. Oh, well, it looks like he's gonna go with the 7 first. Boy, I would really use that 1 as a breakout for the 5 and pour. See, he snookered himself. I mean, it looks like he's aiming like he can make the 1, so maybe not. B King 85. Yeah, it has been a very slow match. It was supposed to end at 9 o'clock our time, and it's 9:38. I believe they do have a 45-second, middle, shot clock that the opponent could call, but both these guys have been, kind of generous and not saying anything. So Curtis is definitely on the roll here. Should be able to roll up the top rail, get this 5. Did he come back enough? Oh yeah. So this should put the 5 in the corner, come off your right rail, you'll have your 8 in the other corner. So this should give Curtis the match. There we go, folks. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We might be able to come back with you another match for tonight. But yeah, that puts Curtis up on the